back with more Buffy. This is episode 21 of season 3, and, ladies and gentlemen, it's graduation day. This is part 1 of 2 of the season finale of season 3, and I'm very excited to see what's going to happen, how they're going to wrap up this season, because it's been really good. And yeah, I'm just so excited, also very nervous to see what's going to happen. I really don't know. Obviously it's going to be a big showdown with the mayor and probably Faith as well. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going to go down. And yeah, I feel like something's going to have to happen with Angel as well, to kind of truly set off his spin-off. He already said he's going to be leaving Sunnydale after everything with the mayor, so I imagine that's going to be what happens. But yeah, I'm so excited to get into this, and I know it's been a while, I apologise, but uni's been kicking my arse. Lots of work, lots of rehearsals, dissertations due in a couple of weeks, so I've been stressing about that, and I just, I have to put that first. I'm sure you can understand that. But I have time for Buffy right now, so I'm very excited to see how they're going to finish this season. Last episode was great as well. We had the prom, and Angel kind of ended things with Buffy, and she also got kind of her high school moment she'd always dreamed of, and everyone recognised her for what she did to like protect the school and stuff, which was great. So yeah, very excited to see what's going to happen in this 2-part finale. I think it's going to be amazing. And also, I'm joined by some special guests for this reaction. Those special guests being the awesome Buffy stuff you guys sent me in my PA box. So I'm wearing quite the appropriate shirt, which I got sent, which is awesome. I got a keyring and it has Willow and Oz on it, and they are in love and I am in love with them. Also, just there, if you can just about make it out, I have a mini Buffy poster with some signatures on it, which is awesome. I'm also joined by Giles and Oz. And last but by no means least, I am joined by my cinnamon roll. I love her. So yeah, thank you to everyone who sent me any kind of Buffy stuff. I absolutely love it all, and I love that you guys love my reactions to this show. And I love sharing my love of Buffy with you guys and talking about it and everything. So yeah, I know you guys have been really desperate to see my reaction to the finale. I've been really desperate to watch it. So yeah, very exciting. Let's get into this first part.
Will you sign my yearbook? Yeah, you have to sign mine too.
No, she's gonna be a bitch to you. Curse her.
The mayor? What, you guys didn't hear?
Hear what?
Guess who our commencement speaker is?
Siegfried?
No.
Roy?
No.
One of the Tigers?
Come out of the fantasy, Will.
I don't believe this.
Oh, good.
Lends credence to my whole I'm gonna die theorem, doesn't it?
Just a moment.
Oh no, you're dead.
Boss wants you dead. I never thought to ask.
Oh wow. She doesn't even need a reason to kill. That's good. Sorry, Lester.
Any boys that manage to survive will be lining up to ask you out.
It just isn't.
And then she'll stab them.
No father could be prouder.
Yeah, but I'll let you down.
See, it's nice in that aspect of things, but it's fucked up too.
Street clothes. I'll buy you an icy.
I like to think she'll redeem herself somehow, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They talk about, like, showing people who she really is. Look at her!
And also for not kicking my ass like you did in Bonds.
Percy, that was actually for your own good.
I know.
Doppelgangland.
Hey, history's important,
This is still a class, and everyone will participate. Mr. Harris, would you care to begin? E. No. There's no E. They always go for the E.
What the fuck?
I survived the ascension, and then maybe you and I could do some sports-related...
Oh shit.
What?
Does she know what that is?
Faith.
You guys want to know about the ascension? We'll meet the only living person who's ever been to one.
Oh.
800 years ago, his wife had wished that all his sheep would lie. Can we cut back to the chase? Sorry.
The Cordelia
Rohish
chase.
was... All the demons that walk the earth are tainted. Are human hybrids like vampires. The ascension means that a human becomes pure demon. They're different.
Oh.
How?
Sunnydale owes you a debt. It will be repaid. Yes, sir. We'll mark that invoice paid in full.
Oh. What does that mean, though?
Doesn't sound like Lohash, the rich...
So,
Oh. Hello.
this is the inner sanctum. Terror and destruction. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Different races coming together.
There's something really powerful in how casual he is. In like the way he talks to people and holds himself.
Little girl you've raised. I'm gonna eat her.
Oh. If only you could harm him.
You don't want to miss my commencement address.
I think I do, actually.
It's gonna be one heck of a speech.
You know what? I think that guy might be dodgy.
The mayor is going to kill us all during graduation.
Oh. Are you gonna go to 5th period?
I'm thinking I might skip it.
Me too. Mom, I need you to leave town tonight.
Oh.
Miss your graduation. Yeah, that's sort of the idea. I am not leaving you to face an awful monster if I go anywhere you're going with me. You know that I can't. Then I can't
She's such a good mum.
But there is something I do that I can do better than anybody else in the world. I'm gonna fight this thing. But I can't do it and worry about you. Buffy, I just can't. You stay, you'll get me killed.
This is
You
like
have to trust me on this.
a more heartwarming version of when she found out Buffy was the Slayer at the end of last season.
We're probably just gonna die, and I'd like to feel that maybe you would...
What are you doing?
Panicking.
Oh. Did they just... If that's a deleted scene, fucking want it. Same.
Stealthy.
Not my best entrance. I think they were mopping in the halls.
What are you doing here?
Just because I'm not acting like a brat doesn't mean I don't feel anything.
It's nice
Oh,
to know what
shit.
you think of me. I can't have you in my life when I'm trying to make...
What the fuck? You get your own fucking show, buddy. Oh,
Meant to.
rude. Rude. Shot through the heart and Faith's to blame.
In his demon form, he can be killed.
Great.
Yeah.
So all we need is 1,000,000 tons of burning lava. We're saved.
Oh, it's a start.
It's weird that you want to ascend to this
Okay,
creature
you're gonna real klutz today.
when he can be killed like that, but right now he's fine.
Damn.
Oh no. Is it a poisoned arrow or something?
The council has all the known toxins on file, mystical or otherwise. I'll contact them immediately.
Thanks.
Look at Wesley helping. Did they do it?
I feel different. You know? That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Is it nice?
Oh, I've never felt so alive.
You little firecracker.
My mom used to call me that when I was little.
Oh.
I was always running around. Tomorrow, the Ascension and all that, am I going to get to fight?
She doesn't want to talk about that.
You won't have to.
Oh, the older kids were too scared.
Not you, though.
Nah, I could do it easy.
Get some rest.
She's so comfortable talking about her past with him.
Look, your spiders there.
She really does trust him. I do not want to watch him eat those fucking spiders. Thank you.
You're going to die if you stay here.
I guess I might.
He's gonna stay anyway.
When I think that something could happen to you, it feels bad inside. Like I might vomit.
Aw.
I mean, you'll probably just get in the way.
Your stock's plummeted here, sweetheart.
Oh well.
Fine. You know what? I hope you die.
I've seen the Zeppo. I know he won't get in their way.
They couldn't help.
Good.
Wouldn't.
You know, I was gonna
It's
say.
not council policy to cure vampires.
Did you explain that these were special cells?
Fuck
Under
the
any
council.
circumstances, and yes, I did try to convince them.
I'm talking about watching my lover die.
Again.
You can't turn your back on the council.
They're in England. I don't think they can tell which way my back is facing.
Oh.
Giles, talk to her.
I have nothing to say right now.
Oh shit. He's not a huge fan of the council,
Listen,
either,
go
really.
back to your council and tell them until the next Slayer comes along, they can close up shop. I'm not working for them anymore.
Fuck.
I have a strategy. You're not in it.
Ouch.
This is
Savage.
mutiny.
I like to think of it as graduation.
Damn. Kind of feel bad. He was trying his best. He's just a little bit shit.
The Latin is...
What do they have to do?
Come on, guys. The suspense is killing Angel.
The only way to cure this thing is to drain the blood of a Slayer.
Oh. Faith, you're up, kid.
Buffy, if Angel drains Faith's blood, it'll kill her.
Not if she's already dead.
Oh shit. So did they plan that whole poison thing in the hope that Buffy would die?
Won't
That
be in
makes
her name,
sense.
but if the mayor's putting her up, it might be in his.
Crazy how much they care about Angel's health now compared to this time last season.
Sorry.
Someone...
I just don't want to lose you.
I won't get hurt.
That's not what I mean.
Just get me an address. Thought I'd stop by.
Oh fuck.
Give us a kiss.
Good. Well, that was not a kiss. Now this has been a season in the making. So many times they've been like on the same side and then opposing and in competition. Roller coaster, these two. Oh! Should have seen that coming. Huh. Guess it was a mirror.
Stick around.
Oh.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Ah. I understood that reference. Same. More like
My God, what a feeling.
oh. So they've been linked by being slayers all season, like the handcuffs.
That's mine.
Then Faith is broken
You're about to
away.
get back.
Symbolic. Oh. Oh shit. She went there.
Still won't help your boy, though. Should have been there, B. Quite a ride.
Oh. Fuck. I mean, you could follow that, couldn't you? Fuck. She dead. But it's not even the last one yet. Oh, fuck. Really great episode, and a very well-structured first part to the finale. As a good first part of a finale should, you know, raising the stakes, building stuff up. And I'm sure part 2 is going to be a brilliant payoff to that. And I loved everything that was going on. We've got a few more answers about, you know, what the mayor will become in his ascension, and I liked the kind of inclusion of them reading the lore of this kind of stuff to find out ways of stopping it and realising that they can still kill him in this demon form that he's going to take. So I really liked that, and I love them continuing to explore the relationship between Faith and the mayor. As twisted as it is, there is a sweetness to it which really kind of irks me, and I like, even though I shouldn't. And I feel the same about the mayor, really, because he's just so casual about things, and he just seems like a completely normal guy and not the stereotypical villain. You know, he doesn't wear dark eyeliner around his eyes. He doesn't dress in all black. He doesn't drive around in a black van. He's just this normal looking bloke. And he acts like it too, for the most part. When he's not eating fucking spiders. And there's something so effective about that, because there could be this pure evil walking around, and you walk past them in the street, and they just look like a normal person. And I think that's something that they've done so brilliantly with the mayor as a villain. Just the casualness of him, and the subtlety in how that character has been presented to us, has made it kind of really effective. So I really, really enjoyed that. And yeah, I'm interested in seeing how he's going to react to what's happened to Faith. I don't know if she's dead or not. I don't know. I feel like if she was going to be dead, that would have happened in part 2. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, I like them kind of continue to explore that relationship with those two, and the mayor even said, like, a father couldn't be more proud. And I do kind of appreciate that there is kind of a humanity to those two in terms of their relationship with each other, even if not their relationships with the characters, you know, we know and love, and the heroes, because they're slightly more strained. But yeah, there's just something really nice about that relationship, which is kind of disturbing, really. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed that quite a bit. I'm looking forward to see, you know, how this is all going to turn out with those two in the second part. Is Faith dead? Is she just, like, unconscious and blood loss or whatever? Is the mayor actually going to ascend? I don't know. I'm sure they'll stop him somehow, but we'll have to wait and see just how they kind of do that. But yeah, I've really enjoyed that aspect with those two in this episode. And then again, the whole kind of aspect of the graduation, them talking about, you know, physically graduating from school, and moving on with their lives, seeing what's going to happen next. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen with the show once they leave the kind of high school setting, and what's going to happen with that. Because it's going to be like new locations, and they're going to need like a new base of operations. So I'm very, very excited to see what they go with that next season. Should be very exciting. And I like how they kind of had that kind of graduation in terms of, you know, this is them graduating from school. But we also had what Buffy was saying, you know, let's call it graduation, when she was talking about distancing herself from the council and not following the Watchers Council anymore. Something Giles was all for. Shocking, considering they fired him. So I like that, because this episode, you know, this episode was still called Graduation Day, and graduation hasn't happened yet. But because of that line, it still kind of makes sense as like the whole story. And I love that kind of Buffy's decision when they wouldn't help Angel. She's like, well, you know what? Bye, bitch, bye. She has truly kind of let go of a lot of things that are kind of grasping onto her childhood, and she's truly growing up. Buffy's grown up a lot ever since we started the show, really, but she's grown up a lot this season as well. And I think her time away after the end of season 2 really helped with that growth. and I like the fact that she's kind of making her own decisions to cut ties, and whether that be with Faith and deciding, you know what, I actually am going to kill her, or with the council and with Wesley. And it's kind of a nice kind of follow-up to her decision to kind of remove herself from everything at the end of last season. Because last season, Angel was taken from her kind of unwillingly, even though she was the one who killed him. You know, situations came to be that she had to do that. But now she kind of cuts ties with the relationships of her own accord, which I think is a very brave thing to do. And it's nice that they show a quality of braveness in her that isn't just her awesome fighting skills, which we still saw showcased in her fight with Faith. So yeah, the whole kind of concept of the graduation and everything, it's not just about the high school, so I really liked that. Hoping we get more Cordelia in the next episode. We didn't really get a lot of her. I was hoping she kind of rejoined the Scoobies, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And then I did enjoy seeing Joyce very briefly, and I like that Buffy kind of said you need to get out, and she wants to protect her, so that's very wholesome. But I would like to see a lot more of Joyce. Maybe we will now Buffy's not in high school, but I suppose she's still going to college. She'll still be away from home, won't she? But yeah, it was nice seeing her nonetheless, and I like that she did kind of want to stay and be there for Buffy. That was kind of cool. So yeah, great seeing her as always, and I did like that scene where Buffy was kind of reminding Joyce of who she is now, in a similar vein to when she told Joyce last season that she was a Slayer, and told her all about that. It was kind of nice seeing how different those two reactions were from Joyce. It just shows how far they've come, so I really enjoy that. It was also nice seeing Anya pop up. She seems to kind of have a little thing for Xander, which I actually found kind of wholesome, for a demon to finally have feelings for someone after all these years. I think it's quite an interesting concept. And it was cool that she had some information to divulge onto the group, and she's also so concerned that she asked Xander to kind of come away with her when she left. So I really liked that, and it's an interesting dynamic with those two that I'm sure we'll see explored more. But yeah, I really enjoyed seeing her and the role she had to play in things. Then Angel, when he first got shot by Faith, I was like, okay, what's the point of this? Is this to just take him out of the final battle so they kind of feel at more of a disadvantage when it comes to fighting the mayor and Faith? But then we kind of saw that there was a poison thing, and is cured to be, drain a Slayer of their blood. And I feel like the ultimate goal with that is for Buffy to give her blood to Angel, so that would weaken her so she can't stop the Ascension. I think that's kind of what they were going for, but then Buffy was like, I want Faith's blood instead. But now Faith's kind of leaving them with no choice, so I feel like Buffy's going to be like, Angel, drink up, kid. Enjoy. It's going to be delicious. Whether or not that is going to be the case, I don't know. But yeah. So I was wondering what they were doing, like incapacitating him at first. Then it made sense, and I'm sure they'll find a way to heal him so he can help out a bit, and then go off into his own show. So I'm excited to see how they set that up. I feel like it might be a bit of a heartbreak with him and Buffy, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I liked his role in this episode, and there's still a lot of angst between him and Buffy after their breakup and everything, and it's interesting that they still kind of have fights about that even when they're not together anymore. Whether in Oz, oh yes, best thing I've ever seen. Best thing. I love them. They love each other. I love their love. Simple. And I also really liked something Xander said he said it to Buffy when she's like getting ready to go after Faith, and he was like, you know, I don't want to lose you. And Buffy assumed, you know, he meant he didn't want her to die, which I'm sure he meant as well. But then he kind of corrected her and said, you know, that's not what I meant, because he doesn't want to lose Buffy in terms of her going down that path that Faith did, and potentially losing herself through that and becoming someone she's not. I thought that was a very powerful kind of line and a really cool moment. And I also like what Xander was saying to Anya, like, he has to stay because it's the right thing to do. He's staying for his friends. So yeah, it's nice that Xander is still kind of, even in the face of adversity, he's being brave and sticking by his friends. And what Anya was kind of saying to him, like, you know, you're only going to get in their way. But as an audience, we've seen the Zeppo, we've seen those events that he still hasn't told basically anyone about. And he kind of saved the day behind the scenes. So we know he is much more than what people give him credit for sometimes. So it's kind of nice that they just have these really subtle lines in the episode that still make sense story-wise, but they also kind of call back to previous episodes. Like with Percy, talking about when Willow beat him up in that doppelgangland, and Buffy's aversion to the council coming from Helpless, and then yeah, everything with this as well. That continuity always makes me really happy. But yeah, I really liked that. Xander was great in this episode, and I do love the idea of Buffy kind of going rogue and away from the council. I think that's a very interesting idea that I hope they explore quite a bit more next season, because I feel like it's going to be a huge fallout from that decision if she sticks to it. And I like Giles kind of supporting that decision as well, and Wesley was like, you fucking what? No! I did kind of feel bad for Wesley because he was just doing his job, but he seems to be getting a sense now that he's not in charge, so I think that's why he just took on the chin and just fucked off. So I don't know if he's just going to go back to the council now and that's him done for the season. I still think he might die. I think he might come back and die saving the day. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, that was kind of an interesting development that I hope gets explored a lot more, because I think that would be cool to kind of see what kind of Slayer Buffy would become if she's not kind of guided by the council. And then maybe Giles will never need to be made Buffy's Watcher again, because that's just what he does and that's who he is, because none of them are kind of talking to the council. So I'd love to see where they go with that. That could be very interesting. Well, I've just had a thought. If Faith's dead, that's going to call another Slayer. I felt that would be a lot to focus on. And they're really going to kill a new Slayer in the season finale again. They literally killed Kendra in episode 21 of last season, didn't they? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe she's dead, but I don't think she is. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I liked the whole kind of Buffy versus Faith fight. I think that was a very awesome kind of fight sequence. I love that Buffy kind of handcuffed them together. And it's kind of a physical representation of their relationship throughout the season, and how much of a roller coaster that's been. So I really liked that and that kind of parallel. And I think it was like the knife that the mayor gave to Faith that Buffy used to like stab her. Because I think she like left it behind at the end of, was it Choices? Something like that. So yeah, I think that was cool, kind of seeing a physical representation of their journey throughout the season, because they've had their ups and downs, to put it lightly. So yeah, I really, really liked that, and that whole kind of battle, and Buffy kind of deciding, you know, I need to kill Faith to save Angel. It's interesting how far, you know, Buffy's kind of being pushed in this episode. So yeah, there's been a lot of comparisons between Buffy and Faith throughout the whole season, through very, you know, different means. And oh, that was another thing I don't think I mentioned. I think it's very interesting that Faith initially was kind of hesitant to talk about her past in front of the mayor, but then not long afterwards she did kind of tell the mayor a story about like her childhood and stuff. So it just again showing that kind of father-daughter relationship between them two and the closeness that they've kind of developed over the last few episodes. I thought it was interesting. But yeah, back to the whole Buffy and Faith thing. They've had a lot of very interesting comparisons throughout the whole season. Be it like friendly competition or as adversaries. And you really had the sense that this was coming to a head in this episode. And it felt like this is a really great kind of payoff to this season of build-up with those two, and what a complicated relationship they've had. And it felt like a well-deserved kind of sequence. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the next episode, how they're going to wrap all this stuff up. It should be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen. Because it needs to kind of set up Angel in a way. It needs to wrap up the high school years for Buffy. I don't know how they're going to do that. I want like all the individual characters to kind of have moments to shine, including Cordelia. I hope she has a bigger role. Angel needs to be cured as well. I don't know if Joyce is going to have a role, even if she's away. Is Anya going to come back? If Spike shows up, that'd be great. I expected a lot more Spike this season. He was only in one episode. So if he came back and saved the day, I'd be okay with that. I don't think that's going to happen though. I think it's already going to be quite crowded without Spike being introduced. But yeah, very, very excited to see what they're going to do with the finale, how they're going to wrap up this whole season, what's going to happen with the mayor and everything, and all the different characters, how they're going to wrap up these story arcs, and set up season 4 and beyond. Should be very interesting to see what they're going to do. But this was a great episode and a great first part to the finale. Very, very excited to see how they're going to wrap this up. And until part 2, thanks for watching.